Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking on the Elder God Kenshi review after you guys voted on Twitter with 53% for Elder God Kenshi. So let's get right into it and have a closer look at the character. Elder God Kenshi is part of the martial artist and Elder God class, and his passive is called God of the Blade. When opponents are defeated by Kenshi's special attacks, he and his teammates gain a bar of power. Elder God teammates are immune to critical attacks and have plus 20% critical hit chance on basic attacks. Kenshi's gear piece is the Cento Blade and it gives you 45% unblockable chance on basic attacks, 20% special attack 3 or X-ray fatal blow attack damage boost for Kenshi characters only, and 15% damage boost in faction wars only. In terms of his feats of strength, he will have to perform 1500 special 2 attacks to win his rune. For his victory stances, he has to win 750 matches in faction wars. For the taunts, he has to win 500 matches in battle mode. For the icons, 200 matches in challenge mode. For the backgrounds, 250 X-ray/fatal blow attacks. For the titles, he has to perform 3000 combo enders. And now we are going to take a closer look at the victory stances one by one, starting with victory. The next one is warming up. The third one is focused. And exclusive for Elder God Kenshi only is clones. And on your victory screen it will look like this. Now I'm going to scroll through all of his backgrounds so you can have a look. Next up we have the icons. And finally the titles. Elder God Kenshi has two different kinds of combo enders. The first one is basically him getting into a loop attack with his Cento Blade, swirling around and hitting the opponent several times and knocking him to the ground by doing so. His second combo ender results in a kick and it leaves the opponent standing and open for follow-up attacks such as special attacks or attack out. By the way, the same kick in the combo ender can also be seen in the possessed variation of Kenshi. Also identical to the possessed variation is the special one attack called Telepush. It has a power drain effect tied to it and pushes the opponent back. Also noteworthy is that it is capable of knocking your opponent out. Kenshi's special 2 attack is the Spiritual Flurry, and it sends a clone of Kenshi towards the enemy who then beats the enemy up. This attack is also capable of knocking the opponent out, but unfortunately every match I recorded resulted in a Revenant Shield, but you get the idea. Also identical for every single variation is the X-ray, called the Telestrike. and this attack has a power generation boost tied to it. Most important to the Elder God variation is of course the passive, which gives you and your teammates a single bar of power for each knockout, which results in very fast load up of X-rays, giving you and your team a very obvious advantage. Elder God Kenshi is a very worthy addition to any team you play, completely regardless of class, because it works for every character you put in your team. If you equip him with his center blade, he can easily open the block and unleash one of his devastating special attacks, mostly leading to an extra bar of power for your team. The only thing you have to watch out for are those annoying Revenant shields, so I highly recommend that you play him with equipment that gives him a reduced power cost on special 2, such as the Soul Medallion, the Subtle Tattoo, the Rusty Chainsaw, or the T800 gear. And if a shield shows up, just wait until that passes and then launch a special one. Elder God Kenshi is my favorite variation of the Kenshis we have so far, and should be part of every decent MK Mobile collection. So now let's have a closer look again at the pros and cons of Elder God Kenshi. Of course, the most obvious pro is the power gain he achieves with every knockout he performs with a special attack. Another big plus is that he works for every team. Also, and this definitely belongs on that list, is the point that he is a power drainer, and the point that he has the power drain function on special 1 makes it easily accessible. As far as my personal negatives go, the main point is that he has no lore to back up his existence, because in the lore of Mortal Kombat, Kenshi never was an Elder God. And even an Elder God Scorpion variation would make more sense, because at least he could call himself Champion of the Elder Gods. My second complaint, and that was already one I had with the variation of Possessed Kenshi, is that weird looking kick in his combo ender, because to me it simply looks bad and takes me out of the match every time I see it. Other than that, I have no real problems with Elder God Kenshi, and I enjoy his variation actually a lot. So I'm just gonna mention Dark Raiden again, because you know, Power Drainer and Dark Raiden never worked that well together. Well, and that was my review for Elder God Kenshi. I will see you guys very soon with the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Casey over and out for today.
Thank you for watching God's Realm. If you enjoyed the slaughter and the bloodshed, you can support the channel by clicking on the like button. You can also click on one of the 2 videos presented by Baraka here. Also make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell notification icon to be notified upon new uploads. You all know the drill. Wound not kill, have a good one, and see you next time.